Ravens, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams. They'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lindsay on the toss left. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 36. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got together. That's all you can do.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Dobbins, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. They're going for it with Dobbins. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going deep for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you know. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Burrow. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do? Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Dobbins trying the left side. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts. They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there just before halftime. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Second down and 3. They'll look to throw. And this is caught off the deflection. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Burrow will throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And running with power here. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Snags it for the pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Now Burrow. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans have broken the tie. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. DeMarcus Lawrence, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Ratley, 82 yards. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. On the return is Duvernay. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 9 now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Lindsey. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Phillip Lindsey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsey touchdown run. On the return is Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
One play has him up past the 40 already. ready and another 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves him with 3rd and still 9 to go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. On the return is Duvernay. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
11.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Big 13. 11 MT, tape.